if you hear me!
Okay, welcome back to the channel and welcome to 2026. I hope you are all doing well out there. And the first video this year is going to be on what I acquired in the last 3 months of 2025, because I haven't done any pickup videos due to illness and such. But we have the Kenner Star Wars range from 78 to 85. There's been a lot. I've a couple of figures short of completing the first 81 figures, excluding Power of the Force, last 17. And although I do have a couple, that's still something that's in progress. So as we have it, I think there's about 30 figures here. But not only that, just before Christmas, I got a couple of packages which we'll open up and have a look at. There's a heap of stuff in there. This one came, I think it was New Year's Eve, and then we've got all that goodness in there. So we'll look at that. Also picked up the Creature Cantina and the Dagobah in really, really nice boxes. So I can't complain with that. I think in one of the Endor videos, you would have seen the Ewoks I picked up and such. So what we'll do is we'll set this camera down and we'll open up all these figures and such, and we'll have a look at them, and then I'll pan through the whole collection and you can have a closer look at what I picked up. You know, you Star Wars collectors, a lot of yous have got this, I know. I haven't had this since I was a kid. My collection was pretty much 99% complete. Figure-wise, the ships and such were a different story. But 2025 was a fantastic year. I'm very grateful, super appreciative of the deals that and offers that came through eBay to me. Just corresponding and talking to people, sellers, you know, it made a lot of these dreams and wants, and they're not needs, but just boosted my collection in a way I couldn't be happier. So what I'm going to do is I'm not sure if I'll pause the video or we'll yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. I don't know if it might take me a while to get through. Actually, hang on. I'll be back in a tick. Okay, so something I did find, which wasn't in my 2 old Star Wars carrying cases full of figures from when I was a kid, was found this bag, and it was like full of figures that must have been rejects from when I was younger. So let's start there. Let's have a look at these first, right? Because some of these are pretty good. And also, I got another bag of stands for the vintage figures. So first up, we've got, who's this one again? Logray. We've got Logray. Now, none of these figures actually have weapons. We've got Lando. No hat. He's pretty beaten up. He's got some rub, as they always do on the toes and such. We'll put him back there. Got like my 5th or 6th boss in the collection. This one's a bit beat up. It's got paint missing. It's probably the reason why they were sitting. Oh, actually, look at that. He's missing a claw. I was going to say a tooth, but is that a toe? Claw. This is cool. I got another Endor Rebel Soldier. You can never have enough of those. What I'll do is I'll get some stands out, because could probably really join the rest of them up there. It's in pretty good condition. There we go. Who else have we got? We got Farm Boy Luke, discoloured, no lightsaber, still, it's okay. You can go in the dioramas somewhere, you know. It's not a placeholder such as, he's not going to be on the shelf where I showcase the whole 96 with all their original weapons, and because there will be one complete set that is OG, and then I'll have another, which I'm working on this year, is completing my second set, which will go through the displays and such. But I'll tell you all about that in another video. It's not super important. That collection will just be filled up as I've got spare change, so to speak. Well, this one's pretty sticky. Actually, the Luke Farm Boy was pretty sticky too. So these guys are going to need a wash. They've been sitting in a bag so long together. Biker Scout, so you can never have enough of them. Excuse me. Need to clear my throat. Yeah, like I said, there's no weapons, so I've got this Empress Royal Guard, and it's actually in pretty good condition. That is not bad. I don't know why he was in the bag, but he might go up on the top display. And then we all know about Lando, Smiling Lando, not Smiling Lando. And then we have Luke Brown Hair, which was really good. I'm surprised by this one being in the collection down here, because I know I've got my yellow-haired Luke in one of those Star Wars boxes. I don't know why I didn't keep this alternate version, but there you go. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 figures there that, you know, were just in a baggie. I must have been, in fact, I couldn't even tell you the reason why they were in that baggie, but they're obviously ones that I didn't think were good enough for my collection when I was younger. So what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like we've got 5 figures. We've got a couple of vehicles and a creature. So, and a carded figure, which I know this is a retro. This is actually a retro, but it's good. What I'll do is I'll open up these figures that I just put down, and we'll have a look at them. Okay, so I've opened all these up. From first glances, there looks like there's a number of these that are repeated. I didn't realise, but mind you, I wasn't expecting to find these figures down here. So here we go. As I said, you can't have enough Endor troopers. So I've got another one. I do remember buying this fella, actually. Now that I remember, there's 1 or 2 in here that I don't recall, but I must have brought them because I have them. So we got a Biker Scout, another Biker Scout. Again, you can't have too many Imperial troopers. He's a little bit discoloured, but he'll be all right. He'll be okay in the dioramas. We have, oh, cool. Actually, none of these come with weapons except this one, which is, and he is, I brought him with, and you're going to guess this one, a particular creature. So we have Hoth Luke. There he goes. I haven't really got him on that stand properly, but he'll suffice for now. Next one we got is, now this one's not complete like the rest of them. Luke came from a separate order with a creature. These 2 and these next 2 figures came from a different seller who I also got a vehicle from. But here we go. We got Poncho Leia, no weapon, no helmet, but that's okay because these ones are just part of the second collection that I'm trying to build for filling in the dioramas. You can't have like the Cantina and the Dagobah over here, hiding, and display them and have no figures. So that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, has anyone ever seen Tony Analog Toys or Michael Schaefer or Retro Blasting Michael and their collections? You know, they got numerous figures to fill out their displays and have them set up really good. So Luke Hoth was one order, and then we had Biker Scout, Endor Soldier, Endor Leia, and another twin pod pilot, because earlier last year I managed to get a boxed twin pod, which was really cool. So we'll do this one. So this is the carded figure I just got. I forgot to cut some tape on here. Or I missed some tape, I should say, because I thought I had it all done. And this is the last 6-pack, I believe that they've released. I'll be opening up this fella, because again, he'll be on one of the displays. So when the room gets finally set up. So all right, so we'll try and get this one. I'll try and leave it running just so we can, and I'll be pretty aggressive in taking this tape off and stuff, so you don't have to linger watching a screen with no action on it. But here we go. This is what Luke came on. He came on a Tauntaun. First glance, not bad, pretty good condition. But there you go. We got the Tauntaun. He's a little bit out of shot. I'll try and move this back. There we go. Next is, so this isn't a creature. Actually, it's not even a vehicle, to be honest. It's sort of like an accessory. I think it's pretty cool one. Oh my God, I'm a massive fan of Hoth. So let's have a look at this. Oh, you got to actually make it up. What the heck? I'm just trying to think. I did have this as a kid, but you know, my Cheeto eating fingers are shaking and rocking and rolling, and oh yeah, cool. There we go. And we got a small Hoth turret. So there we go with that. So that particular order, as you can see, Hoth Luke, Hoth laser cannon or turret, and we got the Tauntaun. So there we go. We've got those items, and then the last item, I'm going to move all this to the side, and just going to show you one piece. You can see what that is. Maybe move it back. Give you an idea. I never had this as a kid, so let's try and open it up really quickly. I'll just show you one thing, and then I might pause it and get it all set up. All right. So give us a second, and I'll be back. Okay. So there we have it. We have. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do this without knocking. That was a terrible TIE Fighter sound. I apologise for that. And you can see I actually got a Darth Vader figure in there. I know he had two for sale, one with a Vader. I thought I got the one without, but looks like I got the one with. So I'm really pleased with that. We'll have a look at these. I'll just get some of this rubbish out of the way so it's not in the camera shot. And I spilled all my stands everywhere. We'll get them out of the shot. Get the knife out of the shot so I don't cut myself. And then we'll have a look at what the last 3 months of 2025 brought me. So we'll start up here. We've got the Creature Cantina. I believe that is full. I brought that specifically because I knew it had the doors in it, in great condition. As you can see, the box isn't too shabby, to be honest. And then we've got a nice white box Dagobah playset. I know this is not complete. It does not have the sponge, and I don't think it has the plug that goes up the backside of R2. Then we have Darth Vader's Imperial TIE Fighter. I think that's the full name for it, but there we go. We've even got a little Vader figure in there. And then to the figure lot, I'll start with the retro. We've got the retro Rebel Fleet Trooper, which I want to get a number of them, but they're pretty pricey on their own. You know, Stan Solo's still selling them as a bundle, so I might pay him a visit in the next couple of months. Hopefully they're still in stock. If they're not, then they're not. But won't be losing sleep over it. So here we go. We got the Tauntaun. We got the laser cannon. We have, in this shot right here, 2 biker scouts. We got Leia, Endor, 2 Endor soldiers. We've got a twin pod pilot, Luke Hoth, Luke Farmboy, brown hair Luke Bespin, a Royal Guard, a couple of fodder figures there. I don't even know how to do customs for Star Wars figures, but maybe it's time I learnt. We got Dewback. Got this guy, I can never remember his name. He's a Stan Solo. What's his Garrigan? We got Hoth Trooper. Funny thing, you might have seen in one of my pickup videos, I brought a heap of repro Hoth capes. Now, fortunately, in my 2 Star Wars boxes, I actually have my OG Snow Trooper with his gun and cloth. So that one will go into the main display, and this one can be in the dioramas with the repro stuff. Imperial Officer, you know, we got Anakin, Emperor, TIE Fighter, another twin pod. We got Lando smiling, 2-1B, Nien Nunb. This one was a recent acquisition before Christmas as well, was the removable limb C-3PO. Great figure. Admiral Akbar, AT-ST driver, another Endor Rebel soldier. And we got the bounty hunters down here, IG-88, Forlum or Zuckuss, another Bosk, Dengar, Forlum or Zuckuss. I always called that one Zuckuss and that one Forlum. So I haven't kept up to date. I know that they've been mixed up. Whether I've actually called them correctly or incorrectly, I don't care. I just have them. So they'll be on my shelf. And then we got the only TVC figure there, Logray, hiding. We got Chief Chirper, Wicket, Tebow, Logray. We've got the Logray backing card. It's probably one of the first lot of figures I got in my phone storage. Just filled up. I thought I had plenty. Looks like I didn't. But anyway, so I think I was saying that the Logray and the Ewok lot were the first sort of pickups in the last 3 months that I acquired from the US. There was a few orders, but these ones were the first ones to land. They beat the Jedi group that I brought by about a week when they were ordered first, but nonetheless, they arrived safely, and there you have it. So we have, and this order here was pretty much all from the same person except for 8D8, I believe. What's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, and Klaatu Skiff. So the rest of them all came together. Klaatu Skiff and 8D8 came from Galaxy's Edge, and the rest came from a seller in the US. So we've got Leia and Bosch, Gamorrean, Rancor Keeper, another Gamorrean. Unfortunately, I still don't own any Gamorreans with axes, so I'm still tracking one down. Those 2 will be for displays. We've got Squidhead, Reuse, Bib Fortuna, Orlando Complete 8D8 and the 2 Klatus, which are Skiff and I guess Palace, Jabba's Palace. Yep. Sorry, I've just managed to get the hiccups somehow. So there you go. Not a bad haul. Almost finished the first run bar the last 17. I'm missing Prune Face, the second Bespin security guard. I'm missing, I think that might be it. And then the last 17. So I was missing a Royal Guard, but I have one now. And by the looks of it, it may have been a Biker Scout, but I've got a feeling I've got one complete in storage in those 2 Star Wars carry cases, which I've also got a complete Endor Leia in there as well. They were the only 2 Jedi figures I kept from when I was a kid, by the looks of it, apart from these. Any of them, they just must have put them aside for some reason, but there they are. So not a bad pickup as far as boxed items go. Play sets, I got the Land of the Jawas, and I also picked up the Twin Pod. Cloud Car, they were earlier in the year, but my box collection's coming along nicely. I might look at, actually, this one's on my hunt list for 2026, boxed. The dewback, however, is not. I have a dewback. I may look at getting another one loose, but for now I'm happy with the one. I definitely don't, if I do get a second one, because it's for diorama purposes, if I do need the box badly, I'll probably seek out a retro one for display. Reproduction one. But that's it. There we go. Bit of a long video, but there was a lot to get through, a lot of figures, and yeah, just wanted to show you what I had. Remember, this is a good 3 months. I wasn't really buying a lot. I really focused in, and a lot of these were deals, like, you know, the Empire deal. That was like $120 Australian for 9 figures, you know, which some of them had their weapons, some didn't. And, you know, I couldn't be happier with some of the scores I got. So if you recognize any of these and you watch the channel, I thank you immensely for helping me on my mission to complete it. Haven't had a collection like this since I was a kid, and some of these I never even had as a kid. So there you go. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Look after yourselves. I hope 2026 has started off fantastic for you. And until my next video, take care. I'll see you next time.